All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the third live stream of the day with Bowls SA. We are here, I'm Isaac Trenord, and I'm joined here with Bob Scott for the Men's Country Carnival Pairs Semi-Final. Bob, welcome to the stream.
Yeah, thanks, Isaac. No, this should be a great match-up. I reckon we're at that stage of the tournament where things are fantastic. We have great teams on both ranks for the semi-finals, and I'm really looking forward to this battle.
Absolutely. So, in this battle, they've got blue stickers on. You see on your screen there, white and red shirts. Blue stickers, Jeff Brand and Todd Brand. So, it's actually a father-son combination, which is very cool to see. And yellow stickers, we have Barry Hooker and Peter Gagler. So, those guys probably travelling nearly the furthest, coming from Broken Hill, whereas Todd and Jeff coming from Laura, which is still a long way, but it's brilliant to have these guys on board and playing in this brilliant event.
So it looks like the Broken Hill team with Barry Hooker starting off. $15 ends. So we've got to get our left hands and right hands.
We will.
Right here.
That's
so
a good point.
Barry's a left-hander, so that was his backhand. His skipper, Peter Gagler, is probably well known around the nation, really. He's coached Queensland sides, South Australian sides, and certainly an accomplished bowler in many fields. He's leading in the over-60s team, so he's going to be a pretty vital part in this team, I would say, in his team. Yeah, good opening from Jeff Brand there. That was a terrific bowl.
Greens are running brilliant here at Marion Bowling Club, as they have all day. The wind just starting, well, it's sort of been up and about all day. This morning maybe a little bit less and maybe a little bit swirly, fishtaily at the moment. But it shouldn't affect these bowlers. Played, this will be their 8th game, I think, of the tournament so far.
Yeah. Marion's renowned for its... not its Fremantle doctor, but its Marion doctor. Comes in fairly wet. There's two beautiful bowls from Jeff Brand to get them going.
How about that for a start?
Yeah, that's a great start.
Should be relatively easy to figure out who's playing. You know, we've got Peter Gagler and Hooker both have white bowls, and Brand both have some lime green and dark green bowls, so it should be easier to pick up. There was the Fours game earlier, we had a mixed bag, and I was getting real stuck.
Yes, that's right.
See Gags
here. Gags. Oh, wow, what a great bowl. That's a great conversion.
That's it. Arriving on the forehand, maybe a little bit quicker than what he wanted, but it's paid off.
Yeah, he had to be attacking at that to get the result he was after.
As we see here, Todd Brand on the backhand. Just looking to draw him off. Can't afford to play an extra foot or two. See the bowl.
This is coming in pretty nicely too. This is a beautiful bowl. Well, bowl for bowl here. And again, converted, open it up, a little bit of a break there, a bit of a gap. So it's come back down to some draw bowling. Wow, what a start.
And in our other pairs semi-final, we've got Daryl Steinwiedel, who was just on the stream, playing with teammate Gary Smith. Happens also to be from Laura.
Yeah. Laura's well represented here today.
And they're up against Wayne Collins from Waikerie and John O'Voigt, who's just taken out the singles.
Yeah.
So no doubt, no matter how this semi-final goes, we are in for an absolute cracking final, no matter who gets there.
Yep, there's some absolute quality bowlers out here that have keep appearing year after year, actually, don't they, at this level?
They sure do. See Todd Brand.
This is a beautiful bowl coming in here, just dead drawing this. That's a magnificent bowl from Todd. From my count, that probably looks like 3, Isaac, would that?
It's a good question.
At the moment.
It's a good question. Camera angles and from where we sit, it's always very deceiving. Plenty of bowlers here today. Marion Bowling Club, of course, like we said in the previous streams, the country round robin kicks off tomorrow, which will see close to 180 men competing here at Marion. So a lot of them are down here at the moment as we pan across the greens. A green, C green and D green, all almost chockers on all 3 of those greens. And this B green here, a little bit more quiet as we try and play these semi-finals.
I'm supposed to be practicing over there at the moment.
Oh. Uh-oh.
But this will do.
This will. I can write you a note if you want.
Thank you. Thanks, Mum. No, that's good.
So Jeff now on the backhand. Just looking to draw, really. Can afford to be an extra foot or 2.
He
but
can. He's got that little trail there.
Doesn't want to disrupt too much.
Well, that's a pretty nice bowl. He's opened it up a little bit.
Probably does make it 4 now, Bob, I think.
Yeah, I would say so. It's 4, so...
Probably a touch quicker than what he needed to truly be. Really just a little bit lucky to get the bowl and the jack. Opens it up a little bit for Hooker and Gagler. Hooker now on the backhand as well, looking to follow through.
He's tracking pretty well here. This is a great cut-down bowl. If he gets a little edge on there, that could very well be the shot. Yes, according to Gags. So that's a big save there from 4 down to 1 up.
It is, and great insight there as well. We've got a microphone down each end, so we'll be able to pick up when the players are projecting their voice and trying to speak to each other. Those microphones will be able to pick it up. So where possible, we'll try and leave the air free and let them do the talking. See Jeff Brand there looking to be a little bit aggressive into it, which I don't mind. They had 4 seconds, could have sat that bowl through or got the jack. If you are watching along, let us know in the comments where you are watching from. It's always great to see those comments come through. I think the last few streams we've gone international once again, as these streams normally do. But keep letting us know in the comments where you're watching from.
Wow, great weight control here from Gags. Didn't quite come in for it. Now Todd will be trying to sit on that shot bowl or take the jack back just a little bit, and he's on a pretty good line here. Ooh. He needed to be inside that bowl just to get the result he was after. Peter Gagler has put a pretty handy bowl that was sort of in the way. There we go. Todd will be looking for a little bit of weight to remove some of those bowls from the situation. It's on track.
Well, there we go.
Three down.
First end there. Hooker and Gagler taking 3 shots. Well, as you see on... Oh, actually, no. The last stream we had first to 21, but this stream we've got the end count. So they're playing 15 ends today in the pairs. And that is end number 1 in the bag. Okay, a little shuffle on the mat. I was going to say tough to say what hand he was playing. He was lining up straight down the middle, but he shuffled over on his forehand, so away from the commentary box side. Probably just the wider hand of the two at this point in time.
Just like to say we've got some great camera work happening here. Shout out to the editors going on over there, the director. Yep, doing a great job. This is more than your average live streaming here, Isaac.
That's right, mate. We don't muck around here.
No, this is fantastic stuff.
Hooker just looking to correct on his first. Just pinched the line a little, but it's got value there as this end will progress.
Yeah, weight's perfect there from Jeff. A little bit of wind coming across, holding those bowls out. Getting the line right there is fairly delicate.
Definitely, mate. And we actually haven't got the Marion wind that we typically do at Marion just yet. I mean, no doubt as the day progresses, it will come, especially as we start to tick over 3:30 now in South Australia.
Usually comes directly from the west right across, so there's a definite wide and a narrow hand, and it's sort of, what would you call it, southerly, coming over the bushes.
Yep. Gags.
As Gags puts one in a pretty good position.
That's it.
Just behind the jack. Always handy.
Just making a couple of adjustments here in the commentary box as the sun starts to change angle and the equipment and people start to find themselves in the warm sun. Apologies for a slight lack there in that angle. We see Todd Brand on the forehand drawing the absolute shot. Could be holding 3.
I'd say Peter Gagler here will be on his backhand trying to trail the jack. He's got a couple waiting there just behind the jack, or sit on that shot bowl. His line was for the trail, just probably dropped a little short for the shot he was after.
So Todd's forced to switch hands here. Coming down to speed ultimately.
Could have dropped in for a count.
So hooker again away from the commentary box side. Just looking to cut back this current count. Can get a little redirect.
Yep.
And he has, it looks to be the shot.
Okay, on the narrow hand, as you heard, looking to push up their bowl or trail the jack back there to their waiting two.
That's it. It all happens if Jeff can reach. Maybe
he knows it's too wide, and there is a little straightener in that section, in that area there, so if you haven't quite got your line underneath that, it'll hang out. We've noticed that in the singles play just beforehand. Right, Barry on his forehand, taking the wider side. Well, yeah.
Slipping past, but plenty of value as the brand crew look to sit this bowl through or see if they can turn one of their bowls up.
Yep.
Someone in the crowd.
Yep. He's adjusted his line nicely. He's going to... Oh. Well, he's sort of got the inside edge, but...
I'm on the green here with Peter Gagler. Peter, we've got hundreds watching this live stream, and we've had over 7,500 views throughout the day. Mate, the wind's changed. It was out of the east, it's now round to the west. Having an effect on the game, the wide hand?
No, I don't. I just think you just got to control your weight, and that'll be okay. I don't think the wind will do anything to do with it, mate.
Keep going, mate.
Great insights there. Thank you, Tim
and
Dodds.
Thank you to Peter too for that in the middle of the game. That it won't affect him. I've played with Peter a fair bit over the years, and he'll be smacked back onto concentration there. Wait, perfect. Got a bit of weight on this.
Gagler on the backhand. I think it's just down to speed now. The track looks good.
Weight looks good. That is a magnificent bowl, Peter Gagler.
A few options here for Todd. Looks to be lining up on the forehand. Suggest just trying to lay his bowl over. Only one shot down at the moment. It's been two really good heads so far.
Good attacking weight here. If he gets an edge on either of that, might have just rolled through, Isaac, perhaps.
Yeah, he was around the mark.
Yep.
To tip his over, but it's going to be another shot to yellow, which takes them to 4-0 after 2.
Shout out to Marion greens. They are in immaculate condition. I'm going to be playing in the round robin next week, through this week, and I'm just looking forward to be able to play on these wonderful looking greens over the next 4 days. They just look superb.
Yeah, never really miss a beat here, Marion. So hooker to get us off with end number 3. getting us off to a very good start.
Coming to a great home. It's a good start bowl, good lead bowl.
The men's country carnival as well, Bob, this year. All three disciplines were up 10%. Pairs included, I believe it was up 11.
Wow, that's great.
It's really
that's
good.
Great.
Really good to see. Close to 800 participants this week.
So out of the pairs, have you got the figures on how many pairs entries there were this week?
I can find them. I don't have them on me right
sorry,
at this moment.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but basically I think around about 10 games in a row teams have to win. They've got to win their sections first. There's a lovely bowl coming in from Barry, and he's got 2 pretty handy lead bowls in there. So 10 games in a row to win the whole thing. So this would be game 9. They've got to play sections of 4, so you could, technically lose a game in your section. But probably don't really want to do it that way if you can help it.
No, correct.
And the competition out in the country is really hot. I've got to say, some great bowlers from the country over on the other side. We've got Gary Smith, who last year represented Australia in the over 60s team for the nation. And Darryl Steinwedel has been bowler of the year in this event before. John O'Voigt has been a perennial finals player for this competition, and he's finally now a champion in the singles. So we've got some great talent up here at the moment at this level.
Todd Brand currently 2 shots down. A nice little couple of bowls that he can afford to sit on.
He's looking pretty good here, coming in beautifully. That's a magnificent bowl, great bowl. This attacking weight? Well, it's not really attacking weight, but it's certainly going to make it. Oh, yeah, that's a very close bowl still.
Yeah, gave himself a good chance to sit that bowl through. If he did, he would have been very good. Would have been holding 3. Still probably the one to Brand. So we see him looking to repeat the dose on the first attempt.
Probably keen to put another bowl in the head there. They've only got the one, should that go out, which he's done. He's achieved that. Certainly mixed those 2 bowls up. That's an excellent bowl, actually, when you look at the situation for that head. There's a replay happening off there and in between those 2. Oh, yeah.
So Hooker jumping on the mat to play this commentary box side, this camera angle side. Just looking to arrive, suggest. Can sit that bowl out for a couple, sit on those white wing bowls, change a few angles up. Yep. All happens if he arrives. Well, just sneaking through.
That's probably the weight. Jeff will be trying to do a similar bowl coming off that white one. Brilliant. It's a lovely bowl, but what it does do is provide a ledge, a couple of catching bowls for a attacking shot, attacking mindset anyway. Sit on those 2 bowls. Or trail the jack back, so he won't want to be short, that's for sure. What do you think, Isaac? He's on a pretty handy track here.
Not far away at all. Just going to slide underneath, giving it a very good chance.
Maybe if he had the same weight as last bowl, it might have achieved the result. But that's gone.
Very good call there from Todd.
Yep.
Something to arrive on the forehand. Change the angle a little bit. Sneak something past. Even gets to that last bowl of hooker is very, very valuable.
It's a great bowl. That's just what the directions were. Virtually a toucher without being a toucher.
Wow.
Sometimes people look at a head and think, well, you know, why are you bowling back there? But that's where you put cover bowls, and in some instances they are called touches. Nowhere near the jack.
Yeah, well, I'd suggest Gags will be probably enticed to play more speed through this now. It's very fat. You can't really miss. So he's on the mat. We'll see how this one pans out.
And his front bowl is sort of jammed in there. That shouldn't go out.
So,
but he can use that.
On the backhand, just arriving.
Might be just under. Right, Todd. About to bowl on his backhand. He missed his line high a bit there, so I think Peter Gagler will be trying that same shot again.
Yeah, can afford to play it a bit quicker if he wants.
And here we go. It's coming down pretty. It's going to hold out. Oh.
Well, it's currently definitely 2 to the Brand crew. 1 bowl left for Todd. Plenty of opportunity here just to arrive on the backhand, get a little toucher. Plays it really well, could make 4.
Wait. Oops. That's noisy. Sorry. Bowl's on its way. Does he like it? He's interested. Just needs a touch. Wow, his weight is perfect.
Yeah, speed very good. So we'll wait to see for this official count, but it will definitely put the Brand father-son combo on the board.
Yep. 2 shots.
With 2 shots. So 2-4 after 3.
That'll give them some confidence in this game and a bit of control on the length of the end. We'll just see if there's any change to that. At this stage, the mat's in a similar spot as before. No real change to the length of the end, Isaac, there.
No, nothing
dramatic.
Sort of medium really, isn't it? Medium to medium. So
sometimes teams are not quite game enough to be too dramatic with their change of length.
Yeah,
and it can upset themselves as well as the opposition. So.
That's it. And you look at the 3 ends we've played so far, Bob. They've all, I mean, the scores could be either way, and realistically, they could be 10-0 either way. The way that the first 2 ends and even that end panned out. They had a lot of bowls in the area. So it's been a brilliant contest thus far. Jeff Brand getting them off to a brilliant start again.
That's a great start from Jeff. Beautiful bowl. Just ended a little bit behind the jack, which is perfect. Always useful back there. Always. And Barry has replied beautifully as well. He's got a jack high bowl, which is now the shot.
So Jeff following his first one down. Two very good bowls to start end number 4 off for the Brand crew.
Barry sticking to his forehand. Coming in beautifully. It's a great home.
4 very good lead bowls. End 4 here, Bob.
Yep. Very good.
Quick update for the other pairs semi-final that is occurring at the moment. Wayne Collins and Jono Voigt are out to a 6-1 lead against Gary Smith and Daryl Steinwiedel. Todd Brand just sneaking underneath there. Speed was good.
Beautiful weight again from Peter Gagler.
Setting up for another corker end. Todd on the backhand. We're just looking for a toucher. Not the end of the world if he does turn one of these over. Sliding past into a good home.
Caught out there. Bit too high. Got a head developing here, Isaac, that looks like one team might be trying to trail the jack to their group and the other team cross the head to their group. So it's a very, very interesting situation. Very interesting head developing here. Jeff on his backhand trying to sit on that shot bowl or jack back to his waiting crew.
So Gagler just looking for hooker or asking for hooker just to arrive on this hand, sit amongst those green bowls, around the mark.
Yeah, loves it. So Jeff switching hands with the aim of trailing the jack back. Weight perfect for the shot.
Great to be able to hear both those skiffs calling their partner the desired shot. Makes our job a little bit easier, Bob.
Yep. Gags is looking for a bit of backwood there just to provide some insurance. And Barry's... that's a terrific bowl there. Very useful.
Yeah, definitely just probably forces Todd now play with a bit more finesse in terms of weight. You know, I mean, he's probably a couple down on the head, but, you know, spraying it back there. You've only got one bowl left. Just wants to finesse the jack here. Just, you know, 1 to 2 feet of weight. Doesn't need anything too serious. Keep the head as tight as possible. In the area.
He is in.
Just lacking speed.
That was the line. That was exactly the line he was after.
See the little groan of no from Gags. Did just get caught wide again. Second time this end, he's hung it out wide and never got the turn back. But Todd is...
He's got a bit more weight on this. This is a great bowl. Well done.
Yeah, just getting his bowl on the way through helped a little bit too. See the zoom in replay.
He certainly changed that from his last bowl where he left it short. He wasn't going to be short that time and got a good result there.
That's it. So pressure on now for Peter Gagala.
He's at it as well. Riding it. It's close. Wow. Great bowl.
Very good effort. Will be one more to the Brand team. That takes them to 3. So 3-4 after 4.
Yeah, great replay there. Hit it perfectly, and probably if the green ball had rolled out, Gags might have got a result there, but as it turned out, it rolled in. And that's the benefit of having bowls in the head as well. So having the 2 in there certainly helped.
So we see someone's clearly forgotten to write their score on the card. Not naming names. Someone's writing and someone's not.
You're not dobbing anyone in there, was it, guys?
No.
We've got somebody on the scoreboard over there. Yep, here it comes.
Sorry, mate.
So Jeff Brand getting us underway for end number 5 here. Just a little bit quick. But as we've seen so far in this clash, those bowls 2-3 feet past, extremely, extremely valuable. Great start there from Hooker. Pretty good correction there from Jeff Brand. First one just sliding through, made the correction on the speed and a little adjustment to the line. Played it well. Hooker just needs to clear that front bowl. Just running out of speed anyway. Could force a change of hand here, if desired. The backhand, the commentary box side being now open. We do see that. Todd on the backhand. Just looking to dead draw here.
Not doing a bad job with it either here. It's just going to slide across.
Gagler looking to follow. Looks to be a better track. Down to speed.
Weight, yep.
Well played, Peter Gagler. Number one.
Perfect weight.
Todd just looking to repeat the first one. Build the head. Just pulling up a touch short. Still in the area. Got some value there.
Peter Gagler is staying on his backhand. He'll be trying to just sit on his own bowl and come in off that. He does have Todd's bowl in the drawer. But that's exactly what he's done. Not sure whether he's made two or not, but it's a very good bowl. Another bowl on the head.
Not a huge amount of speed from the two leads to get back and play their bowl, but it has been, like I said earlier, has been 6 long days. Plenty of games if you make it through the final or make it through to a couple of knockouts. Can play 3, often 4 games a day. 6 days if you make it through all 3, which a lot of them have made through 2 of them. So Jeff on the backhand just looking to arrive. Get a turn out of the front one. Can make it off one of those 2 white bowls.
Just misses wide slightly. Weight again, perfect. So Gags is asking Barra to stay on that hand. The other hand's a little clogged up, I guess, and so it's important to get around Todd's bowl out in front when probably gone wide as a result, but good home.
A bit of rinse and repeat action here for Jeff. Just looking to adjust the line slightly. Another ball around the mark. He's probably going to struggle from there, I'd suggest. You'd want to hope he's got some speed to get past. Just draw weight.
Yeah, beautiful weight. Probably still in the back of his mind, he doesn't want to knock that front bowl up. Just needs a touch and it would be shot, so he'd be aware of that. Todd will be trying to do exactly that. Here it comes. Oh, he's got extra weight on it.
Yeah, I don't mind that, to be honest. You know, plenty of green bowls around the jack and around those two white bowls. It's going to be a little bit tougher now, having missed with the first. Those bowls, two bowls are touching, makes them a little bit harder to remove them both. Probably front one probably locks in.
He's going again.
Body weight suggests him missing. And he is just a touch wide.
Hello, mate.
So Peter Gagala just looking to draw a third shot here.
All about weight. His line is perfect.
Yeah, good attempt.
Good attempt.
And we'll pass over to Tim Dodds here down the other end, who's going to have a quick chat with Todd Brand.
I've got Todd Brand here with me, boys. Tight contest, mate. What's it like playing with Dad?
Oh, I love playing with Dad. You know, I've been playing with him for sort of my whole bowls career. So, you know, we've won quite a few pairs tournaments up home for our home club. So, you know, we know each other's game really well, and you know, you're never going to have as good a bond with your father with anyone else. So, you know, I love playing with him, and yeah, it's just great. So, yeah.
Beautiful words, mate. Enjoy. Keep going. Well done.
Well done, Todd.
Lovely to hear.
Lovely sentiments.
And I'm not going to lie, I was too caught up in listening and watching that, so I didn't quite catch that, but I believe it was just the two shots.
Two shots.
Which puts Hooker and Gagler to 6. Brand 3. So Hooker starting us off N6 here, playing 15 ends in this Men's Country Carnival pairs semi-final.
Lovely start. Yeah, very good reply, just behind Jack. If it runs out, it's fantastic bowl, great bowl there from Barry. Two great bowls actually, good leading, one behind, one on. Perfect.
Absolutely.
Classic.
Textbook, if you will.
Textbook.
So Jeff here, just looking to repeat the action on his first one. Doesn't need to do anything too over the top. Just arrive. If you get it on the right line, you can sit the bowl or touch the jack. Just leaving that one a touch short. Now, we just heard from Todd and what it's like to play with his father, But let's have a quick chat to Jeff. I'll pass over to
I
you.
just spoke to Todd before. Now I've got his old man here. I just asked him what it was like to play with Dad. What's it like to play with your lad?
Oh, it's great, mate, yeah. It's one of those sports where a bloke of 70 years of age can play with his son and thoroughly enjoy it. It's been a great time. We've played a lot of bowls together and, yeah, really look forward to playing with him.
Beautiful words, mate. Exactly what he said the same about playing with you. So here comes Gags again. I'll let you get back into it.
Very good.
Excellent.
Gags just hasn't really found this side of the green yet. Just getting caught a little bit high then. Maybe the speed undid him. But has struggled a couple of bowls on this commentary box side. Just getting caught maybe a bowl or 2 bowls wider than he probably needs to be.
There's great bowling going on here. That's missed out by the barest of margins.
Gagler just looking to improve on his first.
Yeah, there's that little hold out there that's putting some players off and just not quite getting it right. Almost like you've got to have courage to take it narrow to make it work. Oh, here's a great bowl going here. That's terrific bowl. Great work. Well done, Todd.
Todd just arriving, getting a little bit of jack on the way through. Will hold 2 on the crossover.
Yep.
Plenty of options for both teams here. Hooker, no doubt, just looking to arrive up there, get some jack movement, can sit any of those bowls, can get a little redirect off the front if he is a touch tight, if he's a touch wide, can get a redirect off the white. So it really just comes down to his speed.
He has a reasonably wide target area for a result, Isaac, doesn't he? Like that bowl out on the right-hand side, that white one, could work off that.
Absolutely. Speed looks pretty good.
Come underneath it. Gags is happy with back there.
Jeff just looking to change the way it looks probably on this forehand. Draw something, end up a bowl or 2 short, move the jack a little bit. Not quite the desired length. Probably needed another 3 feet to have any real impact on the end. So Hooker gives it another crack. Commentary box side. Line looks a little bit better. Speed looks less.
Is he narrower? Off that bowl. Wow. A little bit more of that bowl and the result would have been on the cards. But not to be.
Yeah, it looked like he had a little less weight compared to his first one on that one too. And was on a tighter line, but still just didn't play it quite right.
Jeff's increased his pace here. And probably wriggled into a pretty good home. What's it look like on screen there?
Yeah, gives the Gags another. Gives Gags another option if he is a touch wide. There's still a big gap there, so it's still tough to play. But if he is a touch wide, he can make it off that green one now. Like I said earlier, if he's a touch tight, he's got all the bowls to get a redirect up to the shot bowls or the jack. Plenty of options, just has to reach on the forehand.
He's got those backwoods waiting.
Really cool vision, this one from behind the mat. Here we go, can make it off the green.
Oh, wow.
Well, he did make it off the green. Probably still 2 down.
sort of slid behind that second wood. Don't you love this game? Like, every head can be different, is different, can be read differently. These guys are working out what they need to do here in this situation.
Yeah, I don't think there's too much risk here for them, to be honest. I wouldn't mind just seeing Todd try and draw another one. You have to think the jack just goes out of bounds if he was to play weight. I can't imagine Gags has too much opportunity anyway to play speed. It's going to be in a good home. If the jack's going to go anywhere, it's going to go spray out there. So see what Gagler can do.
Right, he's got some weight behind it. He's on a pretty good line here, Isaac. Just a little movement of that jack back. Wow. Great bowl.
Yeah, see the replay here. The green bowl
off there,
does turn, but it just flops back in.
He's probably lacking a foot of weight. Yeah. There you go. Kitty back is good, but not too far.
Just getting caught a little bit wide, maybe a little bit too quick as well for the job.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get the measure out, measuring for the shot.
Just read the board from the next doors game. Do you want to give us an update, Isaac, on the story over there with the other pairs?
Can do. Jono and Wayne are still leading Gary and Darryl 8-2 in their semi-final clash next door. Of course, the winner of this game and the winner of that game will play off in the final, which we look forward to streaming that tonight.
They played 16.
And that was another one shot to the Brand crew, which takes them to 4. So Brand leaving his first one a touch short. Hooker needs to navigate though. Also leaving his short. Still plenty of people practicing on all the other greens, Bob, for round robin kicking off tomorrow.
Yep.
couple of people in the comments have suggested that you may be out of the team for not practicing this afternoon.
Who suggested that? I need to pay them something.
Yeah. So Hooker looking to increase speed on the first attempt. Just getting a bit of Brand's first bowl, knocking him close to the jack. Well, the body language of Todd wasn't overly impressed out of the hand, and probably fair enough. He's stuck that out pretty wide. Probably one of the looser ends we've had so far, Bob.
It's probably one of the looser ends we've had so far. And I think Gags is finishing short here too, so he will not be happy with that.
Todd's body language looks to be more impressed. Just sliding through a little. Gagler persisting with this commentary box side. Still needs to hurry a fairly long way.
He's kept his weight much the same. Yeah, Gag's shaking his head a bit there. He's working through what he has to do. And for Jeff, he'll be trying to draw another one in there. I guess that's stating the bleeding obvious, really, isn't it?
Yep, glad we've got you on here, Bob.
Oh, yeah, I'm just a gem. And this is exactly what he's doing. This is magnificent bowl here. Wherever it finishes. Yep, that's very good bowl there.
Pressure just starting to build a little bit for the Broken Hill crew on this end.
And they're going to persist with the... No, taking the wider draw. This looks like it's got better weight. No, still not quite there. Probably slightly longer end than we've been playing, so it's probably tricked as using a word. Most of the players have just not quite adjusted to the length.
That's it, and probably just pushing into the wind a little bit this way as well.
Well, this looks like it's got a little bit more sting to it.
Yeah, change of hands as well. So
yeah, the narrow hand, he's just got to pop his own up or sit on that back bowl. Which he's done. Great bowl. Very good bowl. It's cut down the count. Takes the pressure off, doesn't it, Isaac, with those sorts of shots?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. He probably could have played that from the get-go. Nice little port down there, but anyway, we've got there now. Played it well. One shot currently. Brand crew. Get a little pan of some of the spectators and the great man Vic Culbertson out here umpiring today.
Oh, Vic. Yeah. Excellent. G'day to Vic.
I think he'll be here. I think he's locked in for most days this week for the round robin, which will be great.
Yep.
He thoroughly enjoys the men's country carnival and the round robin, so it's great to have him on board. Todd just crashing on a wide one there. Just leaves them still, just the one shot. Gagler, commentary box side. Just needs to navigate through.
Yes, he said, I'm not short this time.
Todd on a very tight line.
He's just run into trouble. And he's come across and blocked that little pathway. Interesting to see what Peter Gagler does here. Decides what to do. Have a look at that green bowl, that shot bowl. A bit of weight. Yeah. Controlled weight. Must have come underneath. Close.
Cleared that. He nearly got through the white, through the green.
Yep.
But it will be another one to the Brand crew, which takes them to 5, trailing by 1 shot after 7 ends.
Just looking at the game next door, and they're coming back towards the clubhouse. The wind is really coming across there, and there is some frustration about the straightening of that. And Gary Smith's just drawing here, and it's just not finishing on that narrow hand. And the score over there, 9-2 now to the Waikerie guys.
That's correct.
Riverland guys.
Even Region 4. Anguston being the Barossa.
Yeah. Well, Jono used to come from up there.
That's true.
So he's a Riverland boy.
Even Udunda, that's more or less the middle ground.
Yeah.
Halfway between each. Very borderline Barossa. I think that was the starting place for Jono.
Right. Come through the under-18 squad, just as you did, Isaac.
He did. I think
You won
under-18 triples with Jono and your
gold.
son.
Yes, Mark. Yeah.
Would have been one of second or third crack at the under-18s for me, I reckon.
And
So
Gary's just drawn an absolute blinder from the lead position. That's just a little bit behind Jack.
That's it.
In line, not even sticking out a bit.
Jeff Brand. Far better trajectory this time around.
Oh, wow. He's not. What a ball. Oh, wow. What a great effort.
Yeah, well played. Makes it a little easier for the bowls to come.
Yep, he's put a little angle on that Jack and the bowl, and so it gives an opportunity for a trail or a sit on that shot bowl. So Barry probably just try and change that up a bit by doing that himself. Still bowl on the head. Good. What's Todd done? Oh, you see, he's just changed the angle to the other side. What a great bowl. Yeah. Jeff's got an ironic smile on his face there because it was so close. How are we going for weight here? Not bad. Oh, that's a beautiful bowl. Oh.
It is, but probably entices the forehand, I'd have to think.
Yep.
Gives a couple of options to Todd with those two short white bowls. If he's a touch wide, can make it off to the jack.
Or take the jack. He's narrow, but the idea is to take the jack back here to his 2. Now he's got 3 back there. So, whilst it was narrow, it's not a wasted bowl. What's Gags trying to do here on his backhand? Going for cover, is he? Cover those back bowls?
Yeah, draw and cover probably all at the same time, you'd have to think. He's played it pretty well, just sliding through.
His weight was perfect there, wasn't it, Isaac? Would have sat between those 2 green bowls, provided cover and maybe a counter, but yeah, just looking at Jeff and Todd working out what to do here. It's like a forehand underneath, as you suggested before, Isaac, and we've got a couple of bowls to work off of.
It's probably the most enticing looking shot, but it works on the backhand too. You know, can get the redirect off the shorter one that Gags played with his first bowl. The forehand probably makes the most sense.
Yep. You look at your percentages, options.
So Jeff Brand on the forehand. Will it hold on?
Yeah, it's coming in.
Speed was impeccable.
Perfect. Yes.
Important, I think, for Hooker and Gagler to change this angle a little bit. Just change something. The way it looks, they've missed twice, but
it's too enticing.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to give them too many cracks at this. Cover works also,
which is it's okay, but it's not exactly cover.
See if Jeff can make a correction on his first. Speed was good. Speed looks the goods again.
Yep. Line looks... It's coming in under again. They're piling them up over there, Isaac.
They sure are. They sure are. It's always a tricky one. Do you go for cover or do you try and change the shot and completely take it away?
Both can serve the same purpose. If you change the shot, then it takes away that shot, that cover shot. That shot. Yeah, now that's got the cover there. That is split all those up. I'm wondering whether Todd might bring out his drive. He's got a fairly weighty drive. If he decides to pull that out.
Correct. You'd have to think, though, still the chance for that forehand toucher. The thing with covering under those circumstances is if he does play the forehand toucher, it's now 1 in a lot in those greens. It's a bit of a 2-ball play, so he does to get it on the first one.
I was thinking that's one way you could do it.
Just getting stuck a little wide. Maybe seeing all those bowls go under, he thought he'd put it out a touch wider. Speed was probably quick for the line. So
if he comes in under that with that same speed, well, it's enticing, isn't it? Those bowls out there.
It is. Gagler doesn't look like he's got the speed to change things. Rather, nearly fatten it up. I wouldn't be surprised if we see speed this time.
Add another one in there, dude. Did that add another one in?
It does look like it would have.
So it's the situation if he misses. Gags has got another bowl up his sleeve. Yeah. It's controlled weight.
Just hanging it out wide again. Well, I wonder if that back one is holding any up. Gags can just... Gagler can afford to just arrive. Maybe 2 or 3 rolls. Might bring in another 2 or 3.
He has changed to his backhand.
Of course, a little hard to tell from where we're sitting in the camera angle, but you'd have to think that is the desired shot.
We'll just dead draw another one in there. Well, that's a magnificent bowl.
It is. Let's wait and see for this official count for end number 8. 4 bowls removed thus far.
5. Wow.
Oh, a big end for the Broken Hill team.
Yep.
5 shots will take them to 11.
After 8 ends?
After 8 ends, that's correct.
Just over halfway then. (9-4) after 8 ends on the other rink with, what is it, Region 4?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, both players from Region 4 next door.
And we've got Daryl and Gary, Region themselves.
7 and 3.
Upper North?
Yep, Upper North and Flurio.
And Flurio. Oh, wow. Gary's just put a great bowl in.
So Hooker,
Door,
to get us underway, end number 9.
That's a lovely start. That's a lovely start. Just behind Jack. He's been impeccable with this line.
It's been a good battle, actually, of the lead so far.
It has. I agree.
Jeff probably just got his nose in front from my perspective. But it's been a very, very close tussle nonetheless.
Well, Isaac, I think you've just put the commentator's curse on him.
Potentially. Potentially.
Barry has stayed with the wider hand for his lead bowls. Forehand, backhand, forehand, backhand. And he's been very steady in my books. Very, very steady.
Yeah, it's interesting. You look at the singles game that played on this exact same rink earlier.
Yeah.
They found the commentary box side was the favoured hand throughout the game. It's interesting to see the leads battle it out on the other hand. Jono did give it a crack for a couple of ends, didn't really like it and went back to the commentary box side.
Jeff has corrected beautifully. That's a very good bowl. Skips would be happy with both of those bowls. They've got 2 bowls in the head from the leads. The short one, not so happy with, but that happens. Right, Gags is coming on his backhand. It's a narrower side. Because really with that bowl he's got a number of options. It just widens his target area. He can sit on the green bowl, he can trail the jack, or he can just sit back on his own, his partner's bowl, or just dead draw it. So as he's done, he's just drawn that. Now he's an extra bowl there he could just work off if he's a little narrow.
Definitely. Todd looking to follow down on the draw.
Sit on that. Roll in. sure. Jeff's looking at it. Yeah, it fell in.
Still just finding himself to be a touch wide on that hand or that side.
Both ways.
Commentary box, yeah, both ways.
Just look, if he gets another sit and rock in.
Two good bowls there from Todd Brand. Probably not the shot at this point in time, but a lot of value as this end progresses. So Hooker looking to follow previous 4 bowls down. Commentary box side, left-hander's forehand. Draw the shot. Set the bowls.
Weight's perfect, as you heard Peter Gagler say. Feeding back information to his lead. Second position.
Jeff looking to be similar. Maybe also got caught a touch wide as well. It's we've talked about the wind. It's going to come eventually all morning in every stream, but it hasn't really quite got to the characteristic stereotypical Marion wind.
No, it hasn't.
Just a very light breeze here. Playing a little bit of havoc with these players, getting stuck on this commentary box side quite often in this game.
Can be frustratingly harder than a steady breeze if there's just a little bit of a gust and then not so much of a gust. Just to be consistent with your line, particularly. I think their weight's been virtually impeccable there. There's 8 bowls there. Weight's perfect. It's just their line haven't quite nailed it.
We see some pretty cool vision there. The skips going back to play their final bowls for this end.
Now he's under it. Oh, well done. That's great bowl. Found that.
Definitely one to the yellow team currently.
Yeah, he's a bit snookered with his backward here,
Yes.
Todd. Whereas Peter Gagler he's got the option of trailing that back a little bit and just making it even more difficult.
That's it,
and maybe getting a number.
That's it. Can play it with plenty of confidence. Doesn't need it.
He's narrower, that's for sure. That's the narrow line. He's probably drawn another one.
Yeah, you'd have to think 2 down currently. Todd on the mat. We're going to draw him off.
He's got good weight for the shot, but I think he might be... Yeah, just too wide for that shot. I think the weight was good attacking shot. Had a few options there if he was underneath those bowls.
So they've peeled 2 bowls out so far, and they're going to measure for the 3rd.
Trying I know White next door didn't like the ball coming across.
Great vision
That's
there.
a good shot.
No touch. So it'll be 2 shots to the boys from Broken Hill, extending their lead just that little bit further now. 13-5. The other pairs semi-final. Scoreboard just starting to tick over a little bit for Steinwiedel and Gary Smith. Catching up. They're now trailing by just 3 shots. 9-6 after 9 ends. Probably about half an end in front of the Stream Rink as well, having started at the same time. So Hooker to get us underway for end number 10. Track's good.
It's very good. He's come to a good home.
Siren number 8 for the day, I believe that is, Bob.
8? Sure, you might have missed a couple, I reckon.
Definitely could have.
Not the quietest spot here in Adelaide. But when you're playing out there, you just zone it out. It just disappears. You don't notice it.
Yeah. Plenty of, traffic noise, but generally speaking, it's has zero effect on
the game.
How you play, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And Barry's got a great correction here. This is a magnificent bowl coming in. Very good. Jeff will be trying to sit on that shot bowl or come and just draw inside that. He's got a magnificent bowl here too. Look at this. That is a fantastic bowl just in front of Jack. Um, 3 inches converts to 6 centimetres, does it? 10? 6? No, I'll get feedback on that. Okay.
I can do the centimetres part, but
okay.
No idea on the other.
Oh.
Before my time.
Slap. You got me. Here we go. Gags on his backhand. Just to sit on the shot bowl or tickle that Jack. His weight is just short.
On the backhand.
No, he doesn't like it. And that's because it's just dropped short. His line was perfect. Hasn't put too many of those in through the day.
Todd not far away with his second attempt.
Just around and sit behind. That's a beautiful bowl. That's 2 beautiful bowls from Todd. Gives them 2 shots holding at the moment. They could probably do with an end wind here, Isaac, just to get them back into the feel of the game and it's a very crucial stage with just 5-6 ends to go.
Definitely a couple of
6 ends to go.
Tick the scoreboard over with a couple of ends. So Hooker, opposite side of the commentary box, looking just to arrive, can sit either of those bowls, touch wide, gets a redirect off the white. It's a bit too wide and he'll slide towards the back.
If he gets around this front one, open it up a bit.
Yeah, speed was pretty quick then. He's probably a good result to get the front one. He might have been...
done some damage.
Yeah. Hooker doesn't need to adjust too much here. Speed was pretty good.
He does have his front one to work off of to get the angle.
Bob.
I tell you what, he's got that. Oh, that's magnificent bowl. Brilliant conversion. Well done, Barry Hooker.
Very well played. Always nice when you have a couple of those bowls short.
What a bowl. That's a fantastic bowl. Has brought the jack out for Jeff to draw two. He's got a couple on the way in. Tell you what, touch of the jack. A bigger touch of the jack. He's still two down.
Yeah, good effort there.
Great effort.
Feathering the jacks can make it a touch more difficult now for Todd.
Now here's a thought. He's got two sitting there close, and look at that. All the green bowls.
Around.
There's a distance between them, but those two go out. I've got the next. Will he or won't he?
It's a good question, Bob. We'll have to hold on for a little bit because Gags gets first crack at this head. Body language suggests he doesn't mind it.
I think he's gone too wide again.
It's going to
mix those up a bit.
Yeah, it's not a bad place to finish up. Looks like we are going to see a little bit of speed here from Todd.
There he is. This is close.
Needs to clear the front. Still got 2/3, so it's not completely out of option for his final bowl. He's got the two absolute backists. And there's a white bowl there that is actually out of bounds. I'm not sure if they've...
Yeah, Barry's just spotted it. And Jeff subtly with his stick picked it up, so it's clear.
I'm sure Gagler just trying to cover at the back here, holding two.
Yep.
It's going to be a great shot for Todd to get them both out.
Mix these two up back here, Isaac, and right in the middle of them. That's a great bowl.
There we go.
Go again. He'd have to go again, wouldn't he? There he goes. A bit wider.
Nice controlled weight.
Got him. What a bowl.
Brilliant.
What a bowl. We'll let him clap. I'm clapping the bowl, mate. That's a great bowl.
Very well played. Todd Brand peeling both those bowls out. Wait for this official count. It looks to be definitely two, but maybe even three.
Could be three. I reckon it looks close to three. This is a very important score they needed to get at this stage of the game.
Very well managed there. That replay, not to peel any other bowls out on the way through.
Leave the jack there. On the screen, that white one here at what, 7 o'clock? Might just. short.
3 shots, so very well played, Todd Brand. 2 down to 3 up. Takes them to 8. Trailing Hooker and Gagler 13.
Oh, that's a great win for them at this point in the game. It gives them hope and the opportunity to build on that. Change the length of the end, maybe. Gets a chance to nail that first lead bowl and put some pressure back onto the yellow Broken Hill team.
That's it, and it's one of those things, Bob. They've been playing good ends. Really, this game could be going either way. So
exactly, yeah.
It's one of those things. Do you roll the dice? 5 ends to go. Change the length. Looks like they have.
They have.
First time.
It out, spread it out on the tee.
Play a little bit longer.
This can be where the ditch becomes your friend.
Or enemy.
Or enemy. All about your point of view. So, what's Jeff done here? He's looking pretty good, isn't he, coming in? That's a very nice start. Yep. Todd's happy with that. Check this out. Barry is just going to drop a little short, but it's a very good start.
Well, Jeff just struggling on that longer end. Second one pulling up very short.
Harry's added a little bit of extra weight to this. If he can end up between the ditch and the kitty, that's a magnificent bowl there. Oh, yes, he's Todd has just... Oh, the wind's just come up, Isaac. Here, we tied down, Owen?
Yep. We are.
Good.
Although that gust did make me rather nervous.
Todd just went through there a little bit, but he's sitting on the edge of the ditch, which could become a useful bowl. Gags is just feeling his hammy there a bit. Hope he's okay. He'll be right. He's tough nut.
Tough country fella.
Tough country fella. As Todd's just going to give his bowl a tap up. Very good. Now he's got a jack high bowl there and shot. Maybe 2. Peter Gagler has got a very handy bowl here, and if he, he's put another bowl in the head and provided some opportunities. Maybe not shot, but very close for him.
Nice setup there for both sides. You probably suggest the brand crew remain on that commentary box side, which was the right of screen. And if nothing changes, Hooker and Gagler probably remain on the left side of screen, being the non-commentary box side. Both teams just looking to push their own bowls up, if not a clear pathway to draw to the jack. Jeff just getting caught a touch wide there. Speed wasn't all that bad.
Barry's got a bit of weight on this bowl.
Chance for a redirect.
And
Yeah, good.
well, he's made shot out of that.
10 by ball once for shot.
Just rock that shot bowl back a bit. I'm not sure which bowl would be shot out of those. Maybe that front one.
Wait, good, mate. And again.
So Hooker, as we heard Gagler then, speed was good. Just needs to give it another crack.
I think he's dropped his weight a little bit.
Yeah, it looks tight too.
If he comes under that, he's dropped his weight on that for that line. Dropped across. Yeah, I just noticed Todd looking at the scoreboard, and I'm just wondering whether he's going to start chasing shots here as a possibility. He's looking very carefully, he and Jeff, at the head.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Well, we've got 5 ends left. They're trailing by 5. He doesn't need to do anything too silly just yet.
No.
If he can collect, 1 or 2 or 3 ends, the next 1 or 2 or 3 ends, ideally, and they really set themselves up. Take all the momentum into the last 2.
Yeah, I agree. Win the end.
You see the flag there. It
Keep
is
the momentum down.
starting just to pick up a little bit. Adjusted the tent that we're under, Bob, but I'm not sure if it actually did any good. It feels like it's moving more now than it has all day.
What are you saying? That sun's going down quicker than it
Well.
was. All right, Todd's on his backhand coming down past the commentary box. He's got a narrow line here. Enough to push that up. Yeah, that's a magnificent. Yeah, that's a great bowl. Very good bowl. Well done to Todd Brand for that. So Gags will be looking at a similar shot to just displace that shot bowl, or even promote his own. He's actually on a great line here. Magnificent line. Oh, what a bowl. That's fantastic bowling. Well done to both teams there. Brilliant.
Beat the ball, Kitty. All good.
Brilliant.
It sure was. See a nice replay here. Todd looking to follow down and not too far away either.
No, he's not. He's a little bit narrow. Might get an edge.
Just going to turn.
Right.
You can see what that meant to Jeff then. That that end was really important to them. Getting down to the business part of the game. Gag switching hands. More for safety, I would say. Keep away from that green bowl out in front. So if he can draw another one, that would really make life difficult.
Key word being safety there, Bob, on that line.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no doubt that was deliberate out there.
So they've pulled one bowl out so far. I'm going to measure, see if there's any more.
Just measuring to see which one is the closest of theirs. And then they will measure the other two. Here we go. Oop, that one looks like it's in. It's a great vision, Isaac, isn't it?
Yeah, nice thick touch there. We saw the bowl move almost instantly.
So this would be... There's a gap and no bowl movement. 2 shots. To the Broken Hill team.
Correct. It takes them out to 15 now. Brandon Brand still trailing on 8. 11 ends played. Playing 15 ends here. This bowls us a men's country carnival pairs semi-final.
Well, that's... Oh, sorry. I was just going to say that's exactly... The mat is exactly where they have been bowling, the Broken Hill team, and the jack is virtually exactly where it is when they're bowling. So that's a great leading rolling of the jack from Barry.
Absolutely.
And he's on his wide side. And the change of length of end hasn't really put him off at all. It's a good bowl. Good start. The game next door, the other semi-final for the pairs, is tightening up. Scores are 9-7. The can't call them the Riverland guys, can I? The mixed team, Riverland.
No, but it's really rattling you.
It is. It's the state of origin type idea. You know, they're from the Riverland. Okay, stick with that. But anyway, they've been stuck on 9 for quite a few ends, and Gary Smith and Daryl Steinwedel have worked their way back into this game. 10 ends gone, 9-7.
Quite impressive, Bob. They've actually got matching shirts as well. Not just matching club shirts. They've gone out of their way.
Yeah.
And they've got matching shirts. Very cool to see.
It is. What does the GOF stand for on the back?
I'm not sure. You'll have to explain that one to the
I
viewers.
don't know. No, I'm asking the question because I don't know.
There you
it's
go.
one of the things I don't know.
Well, hopefully I shouldn't say hopefully. Maybe they'll make it through to the final and we'll be able to ask them.
We will. Well, we should get back to this game perhaps because Jeff has got a nice bowl on the jack and Barry's got a couple of nice catches back there. So it's set up well to start this end. I know the way Gags played a fair bit with him, and I'm surprised he's dropped this one short. Well, when I say short, it's... I was going to say 1.5 foot, 45 centimetres.
Todd with a couple of seconds of deliberation there. Thing for the backhand. Getting a touch more turn out there as this game progresses.
Going to come home with the wind here. Certainly did. Beautiful bowl. That's lovely bowling. Gag's just pulled back a bit. Something's disturbed him in the crowd, or he's just checking the wind. I'd say it's probably the breeze he's looking at. I think he'll be having an attacking weight on this. He's got that encouragement out the back. Wow, I am surprised. I don't like it.
Probably an element of nuisance value here to Todd. He's got to just clear that last one of Peter Gagler's now.
Sit on his last bowl, rock that back a bit, and he'll have a bit of cover as well as a shot bowl. He'll just sit on the back bowl. Well done.
Bit of value from that last one of Todd's. Probably played it a little bit quicker than what he would have liked. It has snuck past and will be of value as this end progresses.
Barry's staying on his forehand. He's been fairly accurate with that forehand throughout the whole game. Well, that side.
Yes.
That side of the rink.
It's very interesting when he's on the mat. His feet line up quite casually on the mat and down the centre line. You see him just slip under the jack here. And then as his on-mat routine progresses before delivery, they just start to shuffle over just a few degrees until he's on his line, and then he steps forward and releases. It's very interesting to watch. Jeff, I'm not sure if he's got the speed on this. Track's very nice.
Still going. Oh, you're right. It's, yeah. It's an important bowl, this one, just to put something a little close, because for the Broken Hill team, that is, because they haven't got a lot right in what you'd call in the head, and I reckon Barry might be sliding through here. Yeah, Pete likes it because it's behind. He loves behind bowls, Peter Gagler.
No doubt. Played the game for a long time.
He has. Hello.
Jeff, speed looks better than the first attempt.
It does if it holds its line. Sits on.
On the backhand. Probably doesn't need to play anything too heroic here.
No.
Got a good lead. Just really needs to hold on to this end.
That's where that situational bowl's really useful. If he can get a hold of Barry's bowl here. Oh, the jack. Whoa, what a great bowl. Meg, that's a fantastic bowl. It's making life tough there for the Brands. Just looking at third woods here, I'd say, Jeff. That jack is in a tricky position because they're not getting the finish on this narrow hand that you might need to get around that green bowl. If he just wants to dead draw the shot.
Yeah.
So he's decided to go hard at it, or hardish. Nearly got a edge onto it.
Interesting. Jeff sort of suggested 2-draw, and like he said, it's a tough one to sneak around those front bowls. And Todd's reaction to being asked to draw wasn't overly positive, and we saw him play weight there, which I don't mind, as long as probably just needs to get one of the bowls through the jack and kill it. I'm not sure he can get both, but
they've probably got through or 2/3 if they both went. So if Gags can get a bowl, third wood, which would be, pretty amazing, but away from those other two, then it makes that shot that Todd might want to play, that get rid of both of those bowls shot, a little less desirable. Oh, they're going to. So Jeff. Yep, 2 down, says Jeff. Those bowls are separated enough to maybe not get them both. Oh, wow, that did not miss me by much. Wow. Okay, the fingers aren't exactly accurate, so they're going to measure just to make sure. How much that missed by that last bowl.
So another 2 to the Hooker and Gagler team. Takes them out to 17. Well, it's getting tougher and tougher here for the Brand team.
Yes, it'll mean they need to get multiples in the next 2 ends, 3 ends. To singles aren't going to do it for them. So again, we talk about back bowls, don't we, Isaac? And anything back, even if they, piled them all back and then took the jack back, they could get multiple scores that way. But short bowls are no good at this stage. They're no good in any stage, really, but certainly now when they're chasing shots. So when you're in a situation like this, Isaac, what's your thought process?
It's a good question. I don't think my game plan really changes a whole lot. I think sometimes the harder you try,
True.
under these circumstances, the worse sometimes your heads end up being. But look, you just got to keep plucking away, putting bowls in the right area, and let each end play out as it sort of does. And then when you get to the pointy end of each end, you see what you can do and if there's any opportunities to create something.
Excellent, yeah. And from the Broken Hill team, you don't want to go too defensive, but it means that you can drop one or small numbers and still stay very, very strong in the game. Very close, didn't miss much. And there's another dead end on the other rink in the other semi-final. It's 12-8. So the mixed Riverland side has got off the 9. Oh, here's a beautiful bowl from Todd. Come in, sat on the second wood. They're holding 2. That's a good bowl there. Gags is certainly putting a magnificent bowl in here. That's a great bowl. Just dead drawing the shot. Putting another bowl in there. It is a wing bowl. And Todd is looking for it. He's not far off here. That's a magnificent bowl. Great bowling. Both players there put some cracker bowls in. It's fantastic bowls. And the wind conditions have picked up a bit, so even under those conditions, that just shows some skill levels out there.
Yeah, absolute class there as we see this replay from Todd Brand.
Yeah, that's magnificent. And he's tightened it up in there. I think if you're down this far, for me, it's you don't try and get them back all at once. Barry Hooker has put it. Oh, that is magnificent bowl. Great weight, right in there on the hand that he hasn't been using most of the day, and he's just tapped that bowl of Todd's up, which sent the jack back to their waiting bowl back there. It's made it tough to get some shots here now.
There's a nice little shot on the backhand though. Can make it off the white bowl, back onto the shot.
And that's what's coming here.
Needs to clear the front though.
Well, it's opened that side of that side up. It's opened up another shot there too, Isaac. I reckon get the left-hand edge of that white bowl and it could both go.
Yeah, that was the one I was referring to. But you're correct.
Oh no,
the story checks out.
Yeah, the head's changed a little bit from there, so that's knocked that one up. So what's Barry going to do? Put in a cover bowl. I'd be surprised if you and I read the head exactly the same.
Agree.
Yep. Okay. Well, we've agreed on this one, and Todd's called that shot. On its way, it's got some weight behind it. It's on a good track.
Bob, this is not far away at all.
It's on a good track. Get them both? Wow. Oh, the ironic smile again from Jeff there. That's a great effort.
Makes the shot a lot tougher now. Probably maybe just have to finesse it. Get two rolls on the backhand. It's hard to see at the moment if the same shot can work on the forehand. I don't think it does. I think the wing one is maybe just...
The jack is sort of in the way, isn't it? Like if you get a plant on those front two there coming on the backhand here. Gags might want to put a wing bowl out here, will he? He'll want to... Oh, this is interesting. That's probably a pretty good bowl, really. It's just widened that just draw shot.
Ever so slightly, correct.
I guess the option is to kill it, try again. That's what they're doing on the rink next door, Isaac. They've had a few restarts. Okay, Todd's just drawing this on his backhand.
Clears the front, he's very close.
He is very close. Oh, see, yes, that's that front one that we said had widened that draw shot.
Yeah. It's hard to say how many seconds they've got at the moment. Maybe value in just going quick up the middle and trying to kill it and start again. There is a nice shot on, though, if you back yourself to get it.
Gags might change this around altogether here. He might... Oh, he's just rocked it over enough to take that target, make that target even smaller to try and rock that shot ball out. Yeah, he's going to go for the let's kill it option. Here it goes.
Well, flicked his bowl across. Going to be one shot still to the Hooker and Gagler team as we see that nice zoom in there. Takes them now to 18.
10 shots in 2 ends.
Tough, but not impossible.
I was just about to say that. We agree, absolutely. If you've been playing bowls long enough, mathematically possible, it can happen. And there's been plenty of those stories throughout this Country Carnival week. Teams being 5 down. We had a local team from home that was 5 down. Last end got a 6. There you go. Heartbreakers.
Yeah. Probably one of the longer ends we've seen so far of this game as well, Bob.
Yeah, particularly going back towards the clubhouse. We haven't seen a jack close to the tee before. But Barry has done pretty well with the change.
Wow. Yeah, sort of fell in his own trap.
Yeah, he did really. But that's a handy bowl there. 1 on 1 behind. I guess it doesn't matter which order it goes. Jeff, he's got good weight here, I think. Oh, that's a lovely starter. That's good. If you need 5 or 6. Do they play? I know I don't want to jump ahead too much, but if they are more than 8 ahead, do they play the last end in the knockout?
They don't need to, but ultimately it is up to the players.
Right.
Generally speaking, you'd see them shake hands, but
yeah,
you never know.
Yep. Just, I mean, these guys got round robin coming up. They might want the practice.
It's true.
Maybe
it's true.
Yeah.
Not sure if Gags does. I think he's played enough bowls.
I think Gags has played enough bowls.
Jeff Brand here, looking.
2 beautiful bowls. Yeah, that's lovely bowling. Great bowl. Big applause from the crowd.
Just Bob.
Just Bob. I appreciate good bowls, Isaac. So those flags are horizontal, so the wind is certainly stiffened, and I think these Bowls SA flags around here have certainly flapping around a bit more, so it's just come up a little bit in the last half hour. Don't know if this has got the weight. Not happy.
Yeah, he's playing okay, but he's probably struggled the most out of everyone in this game, I think, Gagler.
Particularly on this this hand, both going both directions. He's put some killer bowls in, I think, that have been very influential, but probably his number 2 bowls, he wouldn't be overly happy with his 2 bowls, as in the second position bowls. So yeah, short here too again, I think.
Be highly disappointed.
He would be.
No harm in reaching this head the way it's set up. Todd played his first one well. Got the first one past.
They're building a nice head, the Laura team. Even if that just ends up jack high, that's going to be pretty handy there. Okay. It's laying down the challenge, Isaac.
Absolutely. Asking the question even.
It is. Do you want this like this? Wow. Check the score out next door.
Yeah, there you go. Like you said, Bob, there's been quite a few dead ends next door. So they're stuck on 9 all after 11 ends.
Well, they were 12. Was I looking at the wrong scoreboard there? Maybe I was.
I think you must have been.
I think I might have been. 9 all on 11 ends with the other rink. Sorry to all those people out there who've relied on those commentaries. Wow. That was Barry got a spoiler bowl coming in.
He did, and he's given himself a good chance there, Bob, which is that's what it's about. Jack high bowls like that. Especially after Gagler dropping short with his 2.
Yeah.
A lot of value in just reaching. Jeff Brand, something similar from him.
Really, these guys have just got to keep plonking him in there. He doesn't want to bring that jack out if he can help it. Oh, which he's done. Nice bowl, but it does expose the jack. And some players just love to be able to see the jack. And they've got all the backwood. So Barry's staying on his backhand.
Yeah, I'm sure he's just trying to reduce this count more than anything.
It's going to stay out, get caught wide. Come in for 4th. Right, Jeff's on his way. Looks a little quieter than the...
Yeah, I was going to say, not the same speed as the first.
He'd be disappointed with that because there was still no harm in being there, was there, arriving and working off those bowls coming in. But, you know, you get a little thought in your head, I don't want to take the jack back because I've got backwards, and sometimes that has an effect on the final delivery that you make. Not making excuses, it's just possibly a reason. So Gags is really focusing here.
Yeah, just needs another close bowl, really. That's great that if he can get shot, but as long as he, you know, keeps this to an absolute minimum.
He just wants to snuff out any chance that the Laura team have, because they're in the box seat. Well, that's not going to do it, I don't think. Just another backwood.
Todd just looking to draw on his backhand. Needs to navigate the front whites.
Which he's going to do. Sit on that, be good. I reckon that could be in the count.
Did look around the mark to stay in the count. Correct, Bob.
Last bowl from Gags coming down. He would be looking, just as you said before, just to cut this down, get a close-ish one. I think he's done it too. Sit on that.
Well,
he hasn't.
Sliding through, you'd have to think they're holding 3, if not 4, currently.
Do you reckon they'd look at that white bowl out here, the second wood?
I don't think so. There's two.
No, it's looking.
2 whites. You wouldn't be able to get them both.
Just the.
Well,
wants to stay off that. That was the white one, I think.
Oh, he may have done enough. That was probably the only bowl in question.
Yeah, that was the one I was wondering whether he'd be looking to move.
So 3 bowls peeled out so far. Now those bowls have moved and we've got a better angle, I'm not sure that one's in. They're going to measure it. maybe.
Wow.
Just checking which of their white bowl is closest, by the looks.
Yeah.
Well, didn't look to be a touch on that. Have a look at the back one.
So there's 3?
Four. 4 shots, which
Wow,
takes
keeps
Brandon Brand out to 12. Coming into the final end.
Here we go.
Someone in the crowd suggesting Hooker gets no pillows tonight after that kiddie roll. But we did point that out, Bob, at the start. Probably one of the longer ends that we've seen.
Yeah.
It's probably uncharacteristic of them. And well, unfortunately, they've dropped 4 shots. So given Brandon Brand a real sniff at this, 6 shots, they get out of a possible 8.
Yep.
Difficult, but not impossible.
Just like we said. So it's definitely stretched out a little. Again, anything behind this jack is just gold.
Well, Jeff.
Oh, he wouldn't be happy with that, I would not think. Never mind. Barry will be looking just to nail this. Again in his consistent. Yeah, that's a pretty good start.
Been some very impressive heads in this other pair's semi-final next door, Bob. So no doubt we're in for a corker of a final.
Oh, I think so, yes.
So once this game does come to completion, we will have the pair's final. We will be streaming that after this game. There will be a little intermission.
Yep.
There'll be a new stream link, but be sure to check back in.
Now, Jeff would be very, very happy with that correction he's made. He's got there's another dead end on next door. Excuse us while they just retrieve the jack. And Barry's done a great correction here. Just slid across, missed his line slightly, but the weight was perfect. How many dead ends do you reckon they've had next door? It's about the 4th one, I reckon.
Yeah, would have to think it's going close.
Still 9 all.
9 all after 11. We're playing our 15th and final end.
Yeah, we... That's all right. Good spot.
Yeah, bowl pass. It's going to be of value. Trying to create 6 shots here, Brandon Brand. The green bowls.
Pete, I don't reckon this is... Yeah, the wind's come up. Okay.
Lucky we're zip tied to the fence.
Yeah. That's forethought.
Well, Brand.
And he's got another one in there. Yep. Building their options. That's good bowls. Yeah, Gags has switched hands. He's got a couple of his own bowls to work off here. But that wide curse has come back to get him, I think. If you want 6 shots, you've got a short one. You can have 1 drive.
Well, you could have 8.
True.
Just hope one of them kills.
Yeah,
The 8th.
You could kill it. Yeah, but could kill the end. There's not a lot of bowls close to the jack too. You'd have to hit the jack bare.
Correct, but it is starting to take a little bit of shape here. Brand have really owned that back left side and behind the jack.
He's navigated that short one, coming in behind again, building up that little catching nest back there. Yep, Gags has noticed that. Of course, he's wouldn't miss that. So anything back there. Is that a toy truck on Gags' uniform there?
Yeah, I was trying to have a look at that myself, actually. It did look like it.
That short bowl of Jeff's could be a real problem here for them, because that's right on the angle that they want to trail that jack back a bit, but it's moved a bit now, so the last bowl stayed up.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if they persist with that hand
back here.
Yeah,
They need to get between that short white one and short green one, because Barry's tried to get a cover back. Okay, that's made weight control of the jack, the movement of the jack, pretty important. Todd's on his forehand. He needs to find that gate, not hit that short one. Oh, that's made their opportunities a bit harder.
yeah, and it's tough. They've got 5 bowls in a pocket there.
So you need to trail the jack and sit in the middle of them, stay there, and he's got 6. And Peter Gagler has got a bowl to spoil that party. If he gets around that one and sits right in the middle there, that's a magnificent bowl. Yep.
You have to think he's got to try and kill the end.
Yep, I think that's his option now. He can't get 5 now with that bowl of Gags there, sitting there.
Well,
no, he's trying to trail it.
Still giving it a shake. Needs to clear the front,
which he's not going to.
So they're shaking hands here at Marion Bowling Club, which means Peter Gagler and Barry Hooker from Broken Hill will progress through to the final.
And congratulations to them, and to Jeff and Todd Brand from Laura, who got to this stage and put some magnificent bowls in, but just not quite up to the standard of the Broken Hill team.
Absolutely.
Today,
yeah.
in that match.
Early doors, a very good contest. Well, Bob, thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you very much. Very good.
And thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Like I said earlier, there will be the pairs final to come once this other semi-final has come to completion. So stick around. Will be a new stream link. We'll be back with you shortly.